Welcome back, coders. Laplant Kalalisi here, and this is part 2 of our HTML tag that everyone should know. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, please go and watch part 1 of our previous videos. So in this video, we are going to learn the table tag, and we are going to explain to you HTML anatomy and HTML structure. So HTML is composed of elements. This element structure, we have the web pages and define its content, the paragraph element. So in our previous video, part 1 of our 13 HTML tag that everyone should know, we have learned the heading tag and the paragraph tag. So you can see in this on this screen, we have our paragraph tag, which we have the less than sign, P in the middle, and the greater than sign. So in the middle of our opening and the closing tag of our paragraph, we have hello world. So this is how you create a hello world code in HTML, and is made up of an opening tag of a paragraph, the content of hello world, and the closing tag of our paragraph tag. So what is the body tag? I have explained and demonstrated the body tag in our part 1, but I'm going to revise again in case you haven't finished watching part 1 of our 13 HTML tag. The body is one of the key HTML elements. The body is one of the key HTML elements that we use to build a web pages. Is the body element. So only content inside the opening and closing tags can be displayed on the screen. And what I mean on the screen, so when you create a body tag, every content that you are going to place inside the opening and the closing tag of the body is the content that is going to display on your website. So the body tag opening and the closing tag, you put the less than sign, body in the middle, and then the greater than sign. So example of a body sign, you can put the body as the opening tag, and inside the body you can either put the heading tag or a paragraph tag. Here we are putting the paragraph tag, and I'm asking what's up, doc? And if you go and type this in your VS Code, you are going to display what's up, dog as a paragraph in your body tag. It's going to display on your web pages. So what is this HTML structure? In the HTML structure, we have HTML tag, and HTML is organized as a collection of family tree relationships. As you saw in the last exercise, in the last demo that I demonstrated, we placed the paragraph tags within a body tag. So when an element is contained inside another element, it's considered the child element. The child element is said to be nested inside the parent element. And here we have our body tag. Our body tag, the opening body tag, and we have our closing body tag. So inside the body tag, we have our paragraph tag. This is the paragraph and is a child of a body tag. In the paragraph tag is nested inside the body tag, and I am going to demonstrate to you how you can nest the paragraph tag inside the body tag, and also other tags that we are going to learn, such as the heading tag, the image tag, the table tag, or the nested element. You are going to learn them in this video. So as for our exercises here, we have the body as a parent, we have the paragraph as the element, and is considered as a child of the body. The paragraph is considered as a child of the body. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to my channel and press that notification bell so that you must not miss out on the new coming videos. And this is the part 2 of our 13 HTML tag that everyone should know. So if you haven't watched part 1, please go and watch part 1, and then you have to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you must not miss part 3 of this main video. So the HTML structure. How do you write hello world in HTML? You might be thinking coding is very difficult, as other people always say, but if you go and copy and paste this code in VS Code, you are going to display a hello world message, and that is your first code as a web developer. So we have example of our body tag. Inside our body tag, we have a heading tag which display the hello world message. And then inside our heading, we have paragraph tag which display, this is the paragraph and is the content of your hello world text. So what is divs? Have you learned about divs? Have you ever added div in one of your content? Divs is one of the popular HTML elements and it's called division. In abbreviation, we write div, which is div, and it's equal to division. The container that is the container that divides the page into a section. So a div can contain links, images, or videos. And what is HTML attribute? HTML attribute. The attribute content added to the opening tag of an element and can be used in several different ways. So from providing information to changing styling. One common attribute is the ID. Have you ever used the ID in your HTML code? So the ID, we can have an example of a div, open open tag of a div. So how do you start coding an ID in your HTML code? So it's a less than sign. You put div and then ID equal to intro. So you are going to call this in your CSS when you are styling your content. Inside a div tag, we can have introduction and then we have a closing tag of our div. So as described in this video, we have our HTML table tags. This is number 5 of our 13 HTML tags that I'm going to explain to you. So you are going to learn on how to create your table in HTML. The first tag that we have a table. A table to define a table in HTML. So whenever you see a table, that means we are starting a table in our code. And then we have a caption. A caption defines a table caption in HTML. We have TH. TH stand for table head. So less than sign, TH in the middle, and greater than sign. This is a table head to specify the header cell. We have TR. TR is the same thing as TH, but the difference is that T stands for table, R stands for row. So this is table row to specify the row in a table. We have TD. TD is the same thing as the first two, TH and TR. But the difference is that a TD displays the table data to specify a cell in a table. Then we have our T-head. Our T-head table header used to change the properties like color of the header content in HTML table. So once you see T-head, that means we have also a T-body. T-head display the table header and T-body display the table body. This is used to change the property like color of the content in the body of HTML table. And our T-footer, you just know that our footer, whenever you have a header, you have a body, and of course, you are going to have a footer as well. T-foot display a table footer, and col defines the property of each column within our group. So I hope you are ready to start learning how to create a table in our HTML tag. So once again, I am LeBlonde Kalalizi. Please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and so that you must not miss out on the upcoming videos. I am going to demonstrate to you how you can start creating your tables in our HTML code. So if you have watched part 1 of this video, we have created a folder on our desktop. Within a folder, we created a file called index. So in this file, I am going to continue with the code that we have created. That's why I told you it is necessary to go and watch the previous video. So this is the code that we have created so far, as we learned the HTML, the heading, the head, the title, the headings, paragraphs, the BR and HR. So, but I am going to start the structure of HTML. So I'm deleting all this code, and the first thing that I'm going to start with when creating an HTML code is the less than sign. You put the exclamation mark and tap doc type HTML. So this is signify that you are starting an HTML code. So below the doc type HTML, you can put the HTML tag, which signify that this is the HTML code as well. So remember, on your HTML tag always have the opening and the closing tag. So as we have the opening and the closing tag inside this HTML tag, we are going to put our head tag, which describes the head of our content. Inside the head, we can place our title. You learned all this in the previous video, so if you haven't watched it, I think it's best you can watch it. And we are going to give our content a title. So below the head, we can put our body tag, and this is where all the content that is in our body tag is going to display. So before everything, I can add the heading. We have our heading 1. So after our heading, I'm going to place paragraph. So below our paragraph, I'm going to put the BR, which stands for break. So a BR is a break tag which display a new line. Once you put a BR at the end of your paragraph or any other tag, so it's going to start a new content to the next line. And if you see that, we are going to put our heading 2. This is the subheading. So in this subheading, we are going to put another paragraph, and we are going to start our table. So I placed the HR tag here. The HR display the horizontal line in your code. So you are going to see that once you run your code. So let's start our table tag. How to create a table in HTML. So creating a table, you are going to start with a table tag that I have described to you in the content. So let's create our table. So within our table, we are going to start with our T row, our TR. Within our TR, we have a TH, the T header. Let's call it a company. Another T header. We have contact, and then another T header. We have country. Right. So next we have again our zero, And then in this T row, we are going to put the T data, the company name, the contact, and then we have the country, so let's just place copy. Company name, contact, country, company name, contact, so those are the rows of our, we have our table tag, we have our T row, table row, we have our table head. So you have to make sure that you have the opening tag and the closing tag. So the opening tag and the closing tag of each. So at the end of our TR, I'm at the end of our table, I'm going to add a paragraph tag. Let me put a paragraph tag here. To understand better the example. Alright, so I'm planning to create a CSS videos. That's why it's very necessary. If you have subscribed and you have pressed the ring bell so that you can be notified when the CSS video is actually uploaded. So if you check here in the small opening, you can see the company name. We have Women Tech Inspire, we have Comtech Centro Commercial, the person that you have to contact, and the country of the company where it's displayed. So go back to your VS Code. Let's minimize our width as well. Our width, let me put it to 70%. 70%. And then our table. So as we display our table, our CSS is not I'm not linking our, I'm just stopping linking our CSS to our HTML tag. So let's just put our styling sheet, our style, in our HTML code, so you must not get confused. So you add a style tag which is going to style your content. So once you save and go back to your browser, so try to refresh and you're gonna see the table. So this is how you create a table in HTML tag, in HTML code. You're gonna see your table there is already created. So we have our T head, we have our company, our contact, and the country. So the company name, in our company, we display our company name, we display our contact, who are we going to contact, and the country in which our company is registered in. So that is how we create our table. Recap again. So our table, you can create, when you're creating a table, you have to start with a table tag. A table tag. I am adding here the style so that the style, so that you can understand better my example. As I added the paragraph tag here to say, to understand better the example, I'm adding borders to the table. So here you can see I'm putting th style border 1 pixel solid black. So here is going to put a border which has the size of 1 pixel and the color is black. So once you go back to your content, you are going to see that I have placed a border within every content that I've created. So that's it for this video. So please go and watch part 3 of this video as I teach you how to create a form in HTML, and you are going to learn how to display lists, ordered and unordered list in HTML. Please, once again, if you are new here, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you must not miss out when I upload a new video. And again, um as a web developer, you would like to you would like to host your website. If you are creating your new website, I've placed a link below for hosting, so check them out. And if you want to learn the whole introduction to HTML and CSS, please check the link below for my HTML and CSS course. Thank you.